Hello again, music fans. Brandi here from MusicGoldmine.com. Welcome back to the channel. So you talked and we listened. We got a lot of great feedback from our video about the top 10 gold and platinum album artists of all time. But some of you didn't think the title was quite right. Let's explore more on the topic of gold and platinum records and who has the most. We were surprised at how this came out, and we think you will be too. First, we should note that our data for these videos comes directly from the RIAA, the Recording Industry Association of America. They are the record industry trade organization that tracks sales for recorded music and authorizes the issuance of RIAA-certified record awards, something they've been doing since the late 1950s. That's those gold and platinum awards that artists all aspire to achieve. So about our Who Has the Most Gold and Platinum Albums of All Time video. We wanted to make a pretty simple top 10 rundown using the RIAA's most albums sold in the US list, ordered by how many million copies of their albums in total each artist had sold. It was based on albums only and did not include their singles. One thing that we heard were comments like, Elvis Presley is number 1. But the reason Elvis was number 3 in that video's top 10 is because his sales of singles were not included. And this impacted his rank because during Elvis's heyday, the music industry was all about releasing singles, not albums. And the King released a lot of very successful singles, from Burning Love to Jailhouse Rock and a whole lot more. We also heard from some people who wanted to see a top 10 ordered by how many gold and platinum albums each artist was awarded by the RIAA, not just a total number of albums sold in terms of 75 million, like Pink Floyd and Mariah Carey, who are tied for the number 10 spot there, or 183 million like the Beatles in the number 1 spot. If you want to check out that other video to know what we're talking about, we'll put a link at the end of this video and down below. By the way, we really do appreciate all the comments. It does help us to create content that you would like to see. And if you do like our content, please do hit that subscribe button. It's completely free, and it does help us out to bring you more content. Also, did you know that you can own record awards like the ones you see in this video? Check out our music memorabilia store at MusicGoldmine.com, where we have hundreds of real record awards and other music collectibles. Okay, back to our topic. Viewers we heard from have been saying that they wanted to see a ranking based literally on how many record award plaques were issued. So we accepted the challenge, ran the calculations, and now we're ready to give you the results. To start us off, the correct term for what the RIAA does is actually certification, meaning that the RIAA has audited sales data provided by the record label that released the project, and they have certified that the relevant sales level has been achieved. Then they authorize the record label or artist to be able to get official RIAA awards made. Are you with me so far? Now, here's where it gets complicated. So make sure you have your slide rules, calculators, and supercomputers ready. The way that RIAA issues awards is, first, an album or single goes gold. The current standard for gold, both albums and singles, is 500,000 copies sold. By the way, individual streams and digital downloads are not considered a full copy, rather a fraction of a sale. Then, if sales continue upward, a platinum award is issued. The current standard for platinum, both albums and singles, is 1 million copies sold. Next, a multi-platinum award is issued, which starts as 2 times multi-platinum, then goes to 3 times multi-platinum, 4 times multi-platinum, and so on for each additional million copies sold of either a single or album. Each multi-platinum certification can be ordered as a separate plaque. That's why you'll see an 8 times multi-platinum plaque, a 10 times multi-platinum plaque, and then maybe even a 14 times multi-platinum plaque, and so on. Finally, if an album or single reaches 10 million copies, it becomes diamond certified. Also worth noting is that the sales standards for each of these levels has changed over time, and we'll talk more about that in a future video. So about this top 10. When we were putting together this video, We remembered the people who commented, tell us who got the most gold and platinum albums, and you should include singles as well in your rankings. Elvis is the all time leader, and so on. But then we thought, why would we ignore an artist getting multi platinum awards? Or how about the major accomplishment of getting a diamond certified album? We didn't think that made sense, so we created the following rundown that includes every award ever issued to an artist. It includes both their singles and albums, and all of their awards certified by the RIAA, their gold, platinum, multi platinum, and diamond awards. By the way, if you're interested in seeing the breakdown of each artist's award, stick around past the top 10 rundown that we're about to get into. So here we go with the all-time RIAA certified award top 10. To start us off, we've got a rockin' three-way tie at number 10. Each of these three have 56 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum, single, and album awards. From Rod Stewart's beginnings with the Small Faces, he reached his pinnacle success as a solo artist with hit after hit from the 70s through the 90s. Maggie May, which is Rod's highest certified single with 2 times platinum, You're in My Heart, and Tonight's the Night, Do You Think I'm Sexy, People Get Ready, and Downtown Train were just a few of his mega smashes over the years. Aerosmith rocked our world from their earliest albums like Toys in the Attic and Rocks, delivering classic rock gems such as Dream On, Sweet Emotion, and Walk This Way in the 70s, before they orchestrated another wave of success in the 80s and 90s with tracks such as Angel, Love in an Elevator, Living on the Edge, and many more. Their number 10 place is definitely assisted by their 12-time platinum Greatest Hits album. Rock legend Led Zeppelin gave us timeless classics from Kashmir, Whole Lotta Love, and Dazed and Confused to Stairway to Heaven, Black Dog, and Fool in the Rain, making a thunderous impact on the rock world. An astounding 6 of their 12 albums have achieved RIAA Diamond Awards. That's more than 10 million in sales for each of those albums, with the Led Zeppelin 4 album certified at 24 million copies sold. That's double the diamond level and then some. And this is all between their formation in 1968 and disbandment in 1980 following the tragic death of their legendary drummer John Bonham. At number 9, it's the first of 3 country artists on our list with Alabama, who have 58 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum single and album awards. Their blend of country and southern rock made tracks like Mountain Music and Song of the South huge hits, and these are 2 of their 5 platinum singles. It's also worth pointing out that they have been very prolific, cranking out album after album, single after single. Their lengthy discography includes 26 studio and 6 live albums, 22 compilation albums, and 74 singles. They clearly spun a lot of those releases into gold and platinum over their impressive career. So good, so good. You know it, Neil Diamond, known as both an accomplished songwriter and artist in his own right, takes the number 8 spot with 73 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum single and album awards. His songwriting and singing prowess brought us instantly recognizable tracks like Cracklin' Rosie, Sweet Caroline, and Love on the Rocks, among many others. And keep in mind, this total doesn't even include awards achieved by artists covering his compositions, such as the Monkees' I'm a Believer, and UB40 with Red Red Wine, to just name a couple. Diamond has achieved 21 platinum and multi-platinum album certification. At Sir Elton John lands at number 7 with 82 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum single and album awards. From early classics like Your Song and Rocket Man, I think it's going to be a long, long time, to Candle in the Wind and Tiny Dancer, I'm Still Standing, and sad songs say so much. Elton's songs are the soundtrack to our lives, and he is a 6-decade hit maker, even heard on radio today with new material such as Cold Heart, the #1 mashup of Rocket Man that he blended into his and Dua Lipa's #1 hit. His piano prowess and flamboyant style earned him not just awards, but legendary status. The Rolling Stones rock in at number 6 with 83 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum single and album awards, pipping Sir Elton by 1. The Stones have been rocking stages for over 6 decades with rock anthems from Honky Tonk Women and I Can't Get No Satisfaction to heartfelt treasures like Angie and Wild Horses to later classics like Start Me Up and Waiting on a Friend. They are owners of a RIAA Diamond Award for their 1971 album Hot Rocks. You can see Bill Wyman's personal award here in this photo. They also earned a 19-time multi-platinum video award for their 2003 Four Flicks video box set among their 83 RIAA awards. Anyway, it's fair to say that their legacy has been paved as much on concert stages around the world as with their impressive collection of gold and platinum. The Stones have been an ever-present rock and roll force for 60 years. And honestly, will any of us actually live longer than Keith Richards? Next up at number 5, it's our second country artist on the list. Texas country in this case. It's George Strait. With 86 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum single and album awards. With his smooth vocals and storytelling charm, Strait's hit singles Amarillo by Morning, I Cross My Heart, Give It All We Got Tonight, Write This Down, Here for a Good Time, and of course, All My Exes Live in Texas, amongst many others, all went platinum. His lengthy and ultra-successful career in country has earned him a mountain of gold and platinum records. He's country royalty, no doubt about it. Which brings us to, yes, our third country artist on the tally. It's the ultra-successful Garth Brooks, who lassos the number 4 spot with 88 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum single and album awards. With albums like No Fences and Rope in the Wind, Garth brought country to the mainstream with hits like Friends in Low Places, The Thunder Rolls, The Dance, and Much Too Young to Feel This Damn Old, and many more. His blend of country and rock earned him a spot on this list and in our hearts. He also holds the distinction of the record for Diamond Awards, with 9 of his albums achieving this impressive milestone. At number 3, we've got the powerhouse voice and talent of Barbra Streisand with 93 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum, single, and album awards. From her first big hit in 1964 with People, to The Way We Were, Evergreen, Woman in Love, and Somewhere, Streisand's angelic mezzo-soprano voice brought timeless emotion to these classic songs. And let's be real, nobody does ballads like Barbra. 4 of her albums have been certified 5 times platinum, and she even had one of her TV special video box sets certified 5 times platinum. She's the ultimate diva with the records to prove it. And did you know that she is the first ever EGOT winner? That's an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. What an incredible career. Coming in hot at number 2, it's the Fab Four themselves, the Beatles. And we enter the triple digits with their amazing 122 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum, single, and album awards. So many accolades have been sent this group's way, and they're all well-deserved. Their influence on rock and pop musicians and songwriters is unmatched. From their early pop hits to masterpiece albums such as Sgt. Pepper, Abbey Road, and The White Album, what this group accomplished in the span of just 10 years is truly awe-inspiring. They have the second most Diamond Awards of all time at 6, with The White Album reaching an incredible 24 million copies sold. That's 2.5 times a Diamond Award. With so many hits, it really is a wonder that they're just second on our list. At number 1, it is, in fact, the undisputed king of rock and roll, Elvis Presley, who was certainly an influence on the Beatles, along with so many other artists from country to rock. Elvis tops this top 10 with a staggering 184 RIAA certified gold, platinum, multi-platinum, single, and album awards. From Heartbreak Hotel, In the Ghetto, to Can't Help Falling in Love, Elvis was a hit-making machine. His legacy and awards tally is partly a product of the singles-heavy environment at the start of his career in the 50s. He released an incredible 117 singles while still alive, with another 24 released after his 1977 passing. His only Diamond Award was for his 1970 release, Elvis's Christmas album. But speaking of albums, the King released a ton of them. In all, 49 have been released, and that number quadruples to 207 when compilations are included. Prolific, impactful, and all in all, a truly legendary performer with a record number of record awards. This is a record that may remain unbroken forever. Now that's a legacy. Okay, now here's a little bonus info. The next 5 artists in order from number 11 to 15 come from a diverse mix of genres. So number 11, there's a tie between AC/DC and Reba McEntire. Number 12, Bob Dylan. Number 13 is Kenny Rogers. And number 14 is another tie between Billy Joel and Madonna this time. And number 15, Frank Sinatra. You might notice the lack of Black artists on this list. Honestly, this is because many of the labels that signed Black artists in the 50s, 60s, and even into the 70s failed to submit their sales data to the RIAA. In way too many cases, this was because the labels and artist managers wanted to hide how many records were being sold so they could keep more of the profits, resulting in those Black artists being underpaid. It's a bit of a dark chapter in the record industry's history. Fortunately, super successful Black artists such as Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, the Jackson 5, and Michael Jackson, and many others did pave the way for more equality, fair compensation, and gold and platinum recognition of Black artists. So now, we promise to show you where this data came from and dig in a little deeper. So check out this chart. This shows all the gold, platinum, multi-platinum artists from this countdown. Notice that some artists have more of one type of award than another. So some are leaders in gold, some are leaders in platinum, etc. For example, Garth Brooks has 9 Diamond Awards, and others are leaders in other certifications, such as Elvis, the Gold Award leader. Keep in mind also that the numbers are for both singles and albums. Also, check this out on the left. Those with green underlines have totals that were augmented with both digital awards, meaning achieved by digital downloads or streams, video awards, and or ringtone awards, what the RIAA calls master tone awards. Yep, those recognizable tunes you hear when someone's cell phone rings became their own RIAA award category starting in 2006. So that wraps up our countdown of the top 10 artists with the most RIAA certifications. Let us know any questions or comments you have about these chart figures, or let us know a top 10 or top 20 you'd like to see. And if you liked this trip down memory lane, facts and figures included, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell icon for more music history. Drop a comment below with your favorite artist from the list. Keep those records spinning, and see you next time.